everyone, Phoenix Rapunzel here. Welcome back to another Infinite Magicraid episode. Today, we have got the Miracle Wish event going on, and I'm pulling runes for basically the first time on this account. Besides, like the free ones, they're like the free excellent runes that come along, and then the refined runes as well. So I already pulled some of my runes. I pulled all my Miracle Wishes, but I was able to snag Mafka, and I'm excited to use her alongside Liz, just because she cleans off the attribute debuffs with her third skill. So I'm excited to use those guys in tandem. I'm hoping that I can get Nicholas. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go to, let me just collect my stuff really quick. I'm going to go to the resource shop, and I'm actually going to spend some diamonds to get some more miracle runes. So let's see if I can get any more here. I'm hoping for Nicholas, just because he is so good. I would not complain about another Rudolph, because I've already gotten one for logging in, but let's see what we can get here. So we've got 7 here, and then I'm actually pulling my excellent runes as well as my supreme runes. Okay, Wolsey. Wolsey is a really solid poisoner. He's brand new. He's also part of the Chance Up group of heroes here. So Wolsey, he does a lot of poison. Basically, deep poisoning. This is basically like poison sensitivity in Raid Shadow Legends, where there's an extra chance to be poisoned if you're attacked by someone who does poison. So he does poison on his first skill. Second skill, he does a healing here, and he also restores the hit points by 5% of max hit points, plus 60% of his attack. So if you want him to heal really well, then you need to up his attack like crazy. Passive, every time he attacks a target under poison, he heals. And then his third skill, he puts on that deep poisoning. He puts on more poison. He's just a really solid one. Okay. Hey Drew, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Okay, let's go on and finish these Miracle Wishes. Okay, let's see. Lots of Dorsil. I've got better than her now. Timona, I think she is new. She, from what I remember, she does a lot of healing. And she's really annoying to go against. But let's see what else we got here. Horde, okay, I got 2 more. And then we'll go back to the Excellence. So for those of you watching on YouTube, I'm actually streaming this on Twitch right now. Let me know down in the comments, what did you guys pull from this weekend? Did you pull anything good, whether from Miracle Wishes or from Excellent or Supreme? Let me know. I want to hear from you guys to hear what you pulled. Okay, so we've got 70 excellent runes, and we're for sure guaranteed a legend hero. I'm hoping that I can get a good one like Hizondra or Amelia, but we'll just have to see what I get. So here we go. 10 pop. Oh, that definitely means there's an epic coming here. There we go. Oh, new. Coltham. Turn meter, heal, shield, control, debuff, buff, protection. Wow. That's a lot for one person. So attack down, defense down. That's always nice to have those. And that is, oh, just a single enemy. Okay. Second skill, provoke. And then shield and defense up. That is super nice. Damage immunity. Any surviving ally whose hit points is below 30% grants them damage immunity and enables them to be immune to turn meter reduction. Okay, so no damage, no turn reduction. That's super nice. And restores an ally's hit points by 20% of max hit points and copies the buffs onto the self, or copies all the buffs on self and grants them to this ally. Meanwhile, enables this ally to act immediately. So basically, this hero heals an ally, copies the buffs from themselves onto the ally, and then takes an extra turn. So that'll be interesting to mess around with. Okay, let's keep going. We have so many. 10 red mark heroes. Okay, so we've got, oh, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. May. Let's see, let's see, let's see. So she is part of the Forgotten. Okay, red mark attack. So she does control, debuff, and AoE damage. AoE is always good. Okay, so first skill, we've got 220% attack damage to a single enemy. 10% more damage for every 1 layer of debuff the target has, up to 50%. Ooh, that is nice. Second skill, 3 stages of 60% attack damage to all enemies. 40% chance to inflict Horrify. Okay, for 1 turn, and increases by 10% for every 1 layer of debuff the target has, up to 40%. So basically, this can go all the way up to, looks like 80% chance to inflict Horrify. So that's kind of cool. I've never had a Horrify champion before, so I'm excited to try it out. 80% attack damage to enemy targets with debuffs at the end of her turn. Oh. Okay. So basically, making sure that the enemy always has debuffs on, like that's the most important part with working with May here. And then 200% attack damage to all enemies, 60% chance to reduce attack by 40% for 2 turns. That's super nice. So that's the big version of the attack down. Cool. She looks so sweet. Oh my goodness. Okay, and this guy, Lomas. Oh, he does bleed. Okay. So he does resistance down, speed down, defense down, bleed. 50% chance to inflict an extra layer of bleed whenever he inflicts an attribute debuff on an enemy target. So if he puts like resistance down, speed down, or defense down, then he has an extra chance to put on bleed. And then 8 stages of 40% attack damage to a single enemy. Jeez, that's an 8 hit skill. Okay. I'm gonna have to mess around with this guy as well. Okay, cool. Well, there's the first, I think the first legendary hero on this account. So that's super nice. Okay, we got another Maya. That is really good because I can increase her, her exclusive. That sounds intense for an epic. For the bleed one, yeah, no, an eight hit attack. That just, I mean, I'm just thinking about like Raid Shadow Legends here, and I'm like, that's crazy. Oh yes. Okay, this is Feist. He is a burner. He does burn. Which burn is explained right here. Another thing that I really love about Infinite Magicraid is that the debuffs and the buffs are explained on the side. So burn takes damage by 50% of the inflictor's attack each turn before the action. Will be detonated and then removed when stacking 2 layers, which deals damage by 300% of the inflictor's attack. Burn damage ignores defense and cannot trigger crit, leech, and damage reflect effects. Yeah, so lots of burning here. So again, first skill, putting on burn. Second skill, putting on burn. Passive, lots of burn. Inferior, severe wound. So this is, as far as like relating it to Raid Shadow Legends, Severe wound is heal reduction. So inferior severe wound is like, yeah, reduces the healed effect by 40%. So, and then third skill, effect hit up, which this is increasing accuracy, and then again putting that burn on. So increases the self effect hit by 50% for 2 turns. Afterwards deals 140% attack damage to a single enemy. Deals detonation damage by 210% attack 1 time. So the detonation damage is when the burn goes off. So, yes, I'm excited for this guy. Okay, we still have 30 more, and then we still have my Supreme runes after this. Okay, another new one. We've got Sylvan, shield control debuff, defense down, shield and attack up, not bad. 14% more effect resistance when he survives. Okay. And last one, attack down and intertwined. Oh, it changes to stun after 2 turns. Cool. Okay, so intertwined is like, it's a control debuff, and if it sits for more than 2 turns, then it turns to a stun. So that's kind of cool. Okay, here we go. 10 more. Yay! I got another Daisy! Ah, Daisy hits so freaking hard. She's so good. All this makes me very happy. She smacks like a truck. Oh, that makes me so happy. Yay! So, her first skill, 170% attack damage to a single enemy. Crit is guaranteed if she has any attribute buff. Second skill, increases all allies' crit rate by 25% and attack by 20% for 2 turns. And then if you up her exclusive, which I'm definitely going to do, she also increases crit damage by 30% for 2 turns. And then she has a 25% chance to have an extra turn. She is so good. And that, having her second skill followed by her third skill, I mean, waves are gone. That's how hard she smacks. 200% attack damage to all enemies, each layer of attribute buff. Daisy. So for each layer of attribute buff, she increases the damage of the skill by 15% up to 75%. So if she has those attribute buffs on, so like increasing speed, increasing attack, increasing defense, anything like that, then the damage just scales like crazy. So it just, it's so good. So good. And her passive, she increases her turn meter by 9% whenever she gets a layer of attribute buff. So, that makes me so happy. Yes. Okay, last 10 pull for these guys. Okay, another new one. This is Dale, so turn meter, single target damage. Okay, reduces turn meter there. Increases turn meter and then grants an extra turn. Oh, her turn meter can't be reduced. That's super nice. And then she does 3 stages of damage to a single enemy, 460% attack damage, and reducing turn meter by 40% in total. Not bad. Okay, so that is it for my excellent runes. Let's go over to my Supremes, and we're just going to pull these one at a time. Let's do it. So we have 9 until I hit my Mercy. Sinov, I think I have her already. Or either that or it's on my main account. Not really sure what she does. We got Lester. Does a lot of AoE damage there. Lutz, he's actually really weak. Come on, where is that legend hero? Oh, another Creon. That's good because I can up his exclusive. Come on. Dustin. Oh, Dustin is new. So Dustin is new, and he is actually like S tier. So his first skill, 180% attack damage to a single enemy with 40% chance to reduce 20% attack of the target for 2 turns. And then the second one, he restores hit points for all allies by 6% of their own max hit points, and then grants them a shield by 20% of his max hit points for 2 turns. So he's a support champion, or a support hero. And then his passive, all allies have a 12% effect resistance while Dustin survives. When multiple skills increase this attribute, only the strongest one will take effect. Cleanses all the control effects from one ally under control status at the beginning of Dustin's turn. So this means that they have increased resistance as he is living, or as he's like surviving each turn. And then he cleanses control effects. So control effects, that's like stunning or provoking, any of those where you're kind of controlling the enemy team. All the control effects from one ally under control status at the beginning of Dustin's turn. So he just cleans those right off. And then his third skill, 120% attack damage to all enemies with 50% chance to reduce their effect hit. So basically decrease their accuracy by 50% for 2 turns. So super, super, super nice. He is a good one to have. Okay. Here we go. Something's coming. Something new. Pacino. Severe wound, shield and buff. Inferior severe wound is first skill. Oh, he puts on stealth. So stealth, he basically like kind of goes invisible. Like in Raid Shadow Legends, it's called Veil or Perfect Veil, where he goes invisible and he can't be targeted by enemies. He'll still get hit if there is an attack that affects all enemies, but he can't specifically be targeted. So passive, grants himself the shield by 8% of the max hit points for 1 turn when a turn ends. And then grants all allies a shield by 20% of max hit points for 2 turns. Then afterwards deals 110% attack damage to all enemies. So it sounds like pretty good shield hero here. Maybe not the best, but not bad. Okay, got 3 more. Here we go. Another Sinov. Let's look at her kit really quick because I haven't actually built her. Okay, so speed down. And then restores ally with the lowest hit point percentage by 3% of max hit points. So a little bit of healing on the first skill. Second skill, restores hit points by 6% hit points of max hit points for all allies, and then increases their turn meters by 10%. So increasing the turn meters and putting that shield on. Then we've got the passive. She's immune to speed down, so she cannot be slowed down. So you want her, I think you want her to be pretty quick. 30% chance to inflict freeze on the enemy target for 1 turn instead of reducing their speed when she deals direct damage to targets under the speed down status. So instead of her placing this speed down, if they already have speed down and she attacks them, then she can put on a freeze. Not bad. And then the third ability is dealing attack damage to all enemies with 30% chance to reduce speed by 40% for 2 turns. Okay, so that's the bigger version of speed down. Not bad. Okay, 2 more. Let's get a legendary. Come on. Oh, yes! Oh, Wim is so good. So, speaking of shield heroes, Wim is fantastic. Oh my goodness, he is such a good defense hero. His first attack is very basic. 200% defense damage to a single enemy. Second skill, 100% defense damage to an enemy and another 2 random enemies, and grants all allies consolidation. So consolidation reduces 20% of the damage taken. So it's kind of like a shield, but it's more like a damage mitigation. His passive: for every ally whose hit points is below 24%, Wim grants them a shield by 20% of his max hit points when he survives for 2 turns. So he's constantly putting on shields on your allies. And then his last one grants a shield of 40% of his max hit points on all allies for 2 turns. So yeah, he is a tank. You basically just need to build him with a lot of hit points and defense, because he's going to carry your team very far. Okay, this will be a legend hero. Let's take a look. What do we got? Greta. Okay, I've actually seen Greta. She's not too bad. So she's got control and removal and she puts on some debuffs. So first skill, she puts on freeze. 3, basically like a 3-hitter or triple hitter, with a 15% chance to inflict freeze. Second skill, 360% attack damage to a single enemy and inflicts feebleness. So feebleness is basically, it's the opposite of consolidation, where you actually increase the damage that is taken. And in this case, it's 40%. And then her passive, 40% chance that each ally has a 50% chance to resist debuffs when she survives. So she has a really good chance of resisting those debuffs that are put on her. Removes all buffs from a single enemy. Afterwards, deals 600% attack damage to the target. This skill deals 10% up to 100% more damage for every 1 type of buffs removed. So if you take away a lot of buffs from a particular enemy, I mean, you can deal up to 700% damage against them. Really, really, really solid. So it is not Amelia or a Hazonja, but you know what? I'm satisfied and I'm okay with that. Okay. Awesome. And that is all of my wishes from there. So thanks so much for watching. And for those of you watching on YouTube, let me know, who did you get? Did you try to pull for Nicholas or Rudolph or any of these heroes here? Did you pull your other runes, and what did you get? I'm excited to hear from you guys, and I will see you in the next video.